Everywhere you look online, dropshipping looks like the golden ticket. Six-figure screenshots, Miami penthouses, supercars. Like, all you have to do is open a store and the money magically appears. But I am here to tell you the ugly truth, the side of dropshipping most people don't show, and the part that'll make 90% of beginners quit. Because here's the thing, once you understand this truth, you'll realize it's not something to fear, it's something you can use to win. So stick with me until the end because I'm going to break down exactly what it really takes to succeed with e-commerce. Now, most beginners fail not because dropshipping is impossible, but because they stop themselves before they even begin. To give you perspective, a lot of you are stuck at YouTube University where you're binge watching dozens of dropshipping videos, but you still haven't actually take action and launched a store. Where others of you have built a Shopify store, but maybe something is holding you back from actually launching your ads. And for others, maybe you've launched one or two products, but got quickly discouraged and quit before you were able to hit that big breakthrough. And for those of you that do push forward, you're going to encounter hundreds of other issues along the way. For starters, you might be testing garbage products that were never going to be profitable in the first place. Others of you, maybe you get some profits and you start to scale, you think life is good, but then seemingly out of nowhere, maybe your ad account gets suspended. Maybe Shopify decides you're a high-risk business and places a hold on your account. And it's realizing that each step of the journey, every time you push through one barrier, there's going to be a new problem that is thrown your way. And you can't get discouraged. You need to remain confident and keep pushing through because you understand it just takes that one successful store to truthfully turn things around. This business is not for the emotional weak. Some people scale their stores to six figures only to find out they've been working with a shady supplier that hasn't actually been shipping those orders out, or the customers are receiving an inferior product and they're demanding refunds and starting chargebacks. So again, at every step of your journey, you are going to be confronted with a new problem. And you have two choices. You can quit, cower away, and continue with your current life, or you can push through because you understand these are small road bumps and you need to go through these trials and errors to get to the end goal, that end destination. And the ugly truth is that this is normal. You will have to take losses. You will be faced head on with difficult decisions. You will test products that you were certain were winners only to find out they lost you money after 3 days of running ads. But do not be discouraged because even for me, with 4 years of e-com experience, it still takes me a few product tests to get one that's profitable. I may need to test 4 to 6 different products just to get one that I can scale up. And that's after having generated multiple millions online all through e-commerce. So if it's your first month dropshipping and you've only tested 2 products, well, don't be discouraged because for the amount of reps you put in, you are right on track. And even for me, if I only tested 2 products, I probably wouldn't have a 6-figure major winner that I can be scaling. So the ugly truth is you need to be willing to take 1 step back in order to go 2 steps forward. And a lot of beginners are making this journey harder on themselves by following outdated methods. If you're watching YouTube videos, you should focus on content that was posted within the past 1 to 6 months, meaning it's new. You don't want to be watching tutorials from 3 years ago that aren't using the latest methods. For example, over the past year, we've had new AI updates, better ChatGPT, AI product images. We've got new AI store builders. We've got new methods to find winning products like Calo data. We have AI influencers to make our own ads, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. E-com is constantly evolving. So it's not that the dropshipping business model is dead, but if you're doing the 2020 version of dropshipping, then yeah, it's going to be dead. But think of it like this. Dropshipping in general has been around since the 90s, early 2000s with TV infomercials. And over time, e-commerce has evolved. Go back 5 years ago to the COVID era, people were just throwing up slop on meta ads with the one product store and they were racking in hundreds of thousands per month. But fast forward to today and we have all of those new innovations that we just discussed. So you need to make sure that you're constantly learning and you're focused on what's relevant now and that you're not chasing outdated methods, because that's going to be like chasing the wind. And in just a moment, I will break down the characteristics of winners versus losers and what distinguishes the two. But just a little gem for you guys, make sure you're a little secretive with your goals. You don't want to go tell your parents or your best friend about your big visions about one day running a profitable e-com store. Because if you're talking with someone who has not achieved what it is you're trying to do, they're not going to give you accurate advice. Instead, they're going to plant emotional poison in your brain and they're going to try and discourage you by placing their limiting beliefs, their lack of, into your head. So when you're talking with people who aren't on the same page, they will actually demoralize you by making you think that what you're trying to do is insane. So instead, try to build a circle of people who are actively doing what it is you are trying to do. That way you can get advice from someone who has achieved what you are after, and they'll be able to give you some more tangible advice compared to your friend who's playing Xbox 10 hours per day and is brain rotting in his bedroom. So you need to make sure that you are being selective with who you share your goals with, because it only takes one person to steer you off track and to get you to second guess yourself instead of doubling down. Now, if you're wondering why some people win and some people quit, the winners aren't lucky. It's not like they just tested one product, instantly made 6 figures overnight, and it's not like they came from a rich family, had all this money to pour in, and it's not like they were natural born entrepreneurs, but they recognized that they needed some help on this journey. So they started watching YouTube videos, they joined Discord communities, some of them pay for mentorship, and they do whatever they can to get the knowledge that is going to help connect the dots and lead them to their future. And even with these resources, it is still common to have a few failed products. You'll have to take some L's, but it's being able to bounce back from these and recognize where you're going, which is truly important. And another common trait with the winners is they move with speed. As we discussed, it may take you 4 to 6 products to get one that is profitable and that you can start to scale. And if you're only testing 2 products per month, it might take you over 3 months just to test those 6 products. Where if you're living with some intention, if you're planning ahead, you might be able to test those 6 products in 1 month, maybe in a month and a half. So the quicker that you can move, the quicker you are going to get that winning product. Now, I do have some good news for you, and that is that the ugly truth is actually the beautiful truth, because it's understanding that anyone can make e-commerce work if you're willing to learn, adapt, and keep going. Dropshipping is still one of the lowest barrier business models to enter, meaning you don't need a ton of cash to get started. It's universally scalable, meaning it doesn't matter where you're from, you can still sell to any country regardless of your location. And with all of the new tools and breakthroughs we have with AI, it's actually never been easier to get a store off the ground up and running, if you are willing to put in the reps and go through a small amount of failure. So the difference between people who win and the people who quit is simple. Winners get help. They move fast and they follow a proven plan. Trying to figure this out alone will cost you months, thousands of dollars in mistakes, and possibly the opportunity to change your life. So that is exactly why I created my mentorship program, where you'll work directly with me to launch, scale, and start generating some consistent income using the exact systems I've built over these last 4 years. So we'll be there to help you pick a winning product. We'll build a branded store optimized for conversions, and we will launch profitable ads and guide you every step of the way until you're making some sales. Now, spots are limited, so if you're serious about this, I want you to click the link in the description right now, fill out our short application, and schedule a call with my team to see if the program is a good fit or not. Let's make it our mission to get you out of the learning phase and into the earning phase as soon as possible. So the link to my one-on-one is in the description down below. If you made it to the end today, you clearly enjoyed the video, so make sure you're subscribed. We post videos like this every single week, and on the screen now are 2 more videos you'll enjoy. Check them out, and I'll see you there.